Hello everyone, just a quick video. I have finished a journal. It's all full and I thought I'd do a little video just explaining what I now do when I complete a journal. I have another one that I'm going to start. It's a endless recorder, one of the endless Tomoe River paper. And the old one I had is a Lystrom 1917, still one of my favorites. And usually, what I do when I finish off a journal is I just flip through it, look at events and dates, and just sort of refresh my memory. But the great thing about Lystrom is they include these like little uh, title blocks. And usually, what I do is I just pull one off and I stick it on the journal, on the cover. And I'll put my name and the dates on that. And the other thing I do is I take one of these little strips they have that you can take off and you can put them on the spine of the journal. And on that, I'll do some little notes, major events. A lot of major events, dates, things like that. Just a little brief overview of the journal. And then, of course, I take it and I stick it in a drawer. um, I don't look through them that often. I usually try to give a little time before I go through the journals. Um, Actually, the last time I really looked through a bunch of journals was about 6 months ago. Just flipping through ones from that went back to the 1980s, some from the 90s, just stuff like that. Notebooks, and I have notebooks, and I also have sketchbooks. I keep a lot because I'm an artist. I do a lot. I call myself an artist. I do some. I do a lot of sketching, and I keep the books, and they're interesting to look through. And usually when I have a sketchbook, it's not a precious thing, so the drawings in it are mostly little. I would not consider them finished drawings in any means. They're like thumbnails or thumbnail sketches, ideas, or trying to work out a pattern, or just sketching uh, sketching out problems. Or if I have an idea, I'll quickly sketch it down. And quite often, um, quite often I use them also as a form of journal. There's always little notations inside those sketchbooks, so it's kind of interesting to look through those too. And I might, somebody's name could be in there. Somebody's an appointment or something like that. I was looking for a piece of paper and I just used my sketchbook. Um, yeah, so it's always interesting to look through these. This is probably started in the summer. I'll have to check the date, July. Um, and there's other little notebooks that I always have on the go. I have these things like that. That's not necessarily a journal, but it is a notebook that I keep, and a couple other things too. So there's notations all over the place. And um, yeah, so I'll look through this. I'll, put information on the spine here, and I'll put it in a drawer that I keep them in. Eventually, I'm actually thinking about making a nice shelf for myself, because I keep thinking, I like making things, and might be able to include something that I can put my notebooks on, and keep them a little bit more secure, or unified. But anyway, so yeah, I'm looking forward to starting this journal. I'm going to put these end blocks in the back of the book, and when I'm done, I will use the Lystrom on the endless notebook. That's perfectly fine. Sadly, I like this notebook, the endless, but they don't actually seem to include title blocks and things like that. So that's something maybe they could do, if you're listening to me. But anyway, yeah. So as you can see, I like changing up the colors. Every time I have a notebook, I go out and I buy something in a different color, and I try to find something that's eye-catching or appealing to me. And this red was really quite attractive. Oddly enough, I don't think I have any black journals unless they're from a long time ago. I tend to use black colored uh, sketchbooks, hardcover sketchbooks, things like that. But anyway, so I'm looking forward to starting this. I haven't written anything down today. It's mid-afternoon right now. Um, Not much going on. It's actually surprisingly warm here on Prince Edward Island, uh, and unseasonal weather. So I'll make note of that. What do you write in a journal? I I think I write down pretty much. I write down daily observations, I guess. The weather is one of them. If anyone was to pick up these journals, they'd be quite bored, unless, of course, they get to the interesting things. I also write down world events and personal events and stuff I've seen and stuff going on and so on and so on and so on. So I guess, who was it? I was watching recently a video from Elisa Stout, and she said to write like no one's reading. And I thought that was good advice. Write in your journal like no one's ever going to read it. And yeah, that's how you do it. So anyway, I hope you're having a great day. Just a fun little video, just a sort of an update on what's going on. And I hope to talk to you soon. So what do you do when you finish a journal? What do you do when you start a journal? Where do you store your journals when you're done? This is going to sound weird. Do you keep your journals? I know some people have told me that they have burned their journals, after a period of time, which I'm not too comfortable with personally. But let me know what you do with your journals after you're finished with them. Do you go back later and look through them? Do you read them regularly? I'd like to know. Anyway, I hope you like having. I hope you're having a great day. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up, and I invite you to subscribe to the channel. And I will talk to you soon. Thanks a lot. Bye bye.